4 cards, 1 sitting. I love this. So in today's video, I'm using my 1/4 stencil frame and 1 piece of cardstock, which is 8.5 by 11. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the little etched markings on the frame, and I'm going to tape that down. So in essence, I'll be able to make 4 panels with a 1/4 inch border around each of the panels. So that's what I'm doing right now. On the right there, you see I have these little cutouts from the stencil. And what I do with those cutouts is I just cover each or a few of those panels just to help prevent me getting any ink on them, because I am a little bit of a messier crafter. So that's what I'm doing right now. And so that's what this is. This is available on my Etsy shop, so information on that will be below. These are the different colors that I'm using. I believe that's Peachy, that's Pinkfresh Clemintine. I'm using Limolicious from Simon, Pearfection from Simon, Lemonade, and then Citrine. So those are the colors that I'll be using today. So in this video, I am using a stencil, layering stencil that has 6 stencils. So I do end up using all 6 of the stencils. I do fast forward throughout this, but there are some tips I also share on how to layer the stencils, which makes it a little easier to get them a little bit, centered better and layered better. So that's what this video will show as well. Again, I did fast forward it so that, you didn't have to sit through the whole process. But in the end, I got 4 cards, 4 panels, and I did have my, what is that called, the little rabbit? I did do that at a prior time. What I did was I did those earlier, and then I tried to figure out where I would want them, and I saw the stencil, which I haven't used yet, new to me, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just showing it to you. So at this point, I'm showing you how I put down the first stencil. I tape it down, and then I take the second layering stencil that belongs, and I just line it up on the first stencil, and then I tape it down, and then I lift it like a hinge, and then get rid of the first one. So you'll see it here. I think it makes more sense when you watch it than for me to explain it, but it makes it a lot easier to get those layering stencils correct. So that's what's going on here. So I'm also showing you here is that I leave the little cutouts covered, and I wipe with a paper towel, usually is enough, the ink on the stencil. Once you're inking, it'll get on there. So I wipe it off just to make sure that it does not get on my cards. So I don't do it all the time. I should, but it works out fine. So that's what I'm just showing you here. And again, this is just more of putting the stencil down and trying to figure out, where to put the next stencil on top of it. So it just keeps the layers neat. So like I mentioned earlier, there are 6 stencils, but I don't go in order of the stencils. So what I did was I did the 2 flower stencils, then I did the 2 leaf stencils, and then I do the other 2 stencils, which are little flowers in the centers. It just made more sense to me to do it that way, but obviously you could do it however you like. I also wanted to see what it would look like, just the first 4 stencils. And honestly, it's fabulous at just the first 4. Obviously, I kept going, but you can just do the first 4 of the 6. So that's what I'm showing you here. So here are the 4 stencils used so far. And as you can see, all you need to do is maybe put in a little gem or something in the center of a few of those flowers, and it's done. But again, I continued. I went with the next 2 stencils, so I'm showing you that here. But again, you know, there's so many options, which I love. So here now are the 4 panels done. So what I'm doing is I'm just lifting all the little cutouts, and I'm going to lift the panel, the stencil frame that I created, and you'll see that there's, you know, 4, in essence, 4 panels. So you just need to cut them at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and you'll have your 4 panels that have a 1/4 inch border. So at this point, you could do what you like. I cut them, and then you'll see on the next, I actually did cut them down a little bit more. So here you'll see I die cut these to 3 1/4 by 5, and I made the panels a little bit smaller because I wanted to then put them on a note card, and I kind of like just that look. So you'll see the next cards that are done, they're just cut smaller. So there you go. You know, I did all 4, and then these are the completed cards. So I think it's absolutely adorable. And again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.